I'm Dr. Cyma Firdous from Boston, and I'm here today with Beena Sarwar. And we're going to talk about Asma Jahangir. Um, Beena, I know you've been very close to her, and you know her both professionally and personally. Um, so I want to know more about how was your interaction with her? Where did you meet her first? And how was your experience with her?
I met Asma first probably when I moved to Lahore as a young journalist in 1988. And I was interested in human rights issues, and I got involved with the Human Rights Commission of Pakistan that she had started, that she had launched, along with other stalwarts like Justice Durab Patel and Nisar Usmani, who was the editor of Dawn Lahore at that time. Um, and other people who were involved in that in the Human Rights Commission of Pakistan. And I volunteered with the Human Rights Commission of Pakistan, and I went on fact-finding trips with them. And Asma then got me to come onto the council, and I served on the council. It's an elected body, voluntary body of people from all around the country, and I served on the council for 3 consecutive terms. And it was during that time that I got to know Asma and worked with her very closely in Lahore.
And you stayed like closely working with her for how many years?
So the whole time that I was in Lahore, which was from like late 1988 until middle of 2000, then I was away for a year. Then I went when I came back to Pakistan. Went to Karachi, but I remained in touch with her. We remained working together on many projects and on many issues.
Or what made you attracted towards that
So
or towards working with Asma at that point?
So I didn't go in there like to work with Asma because she was somebody who was a very exalted figure, and she was like one of the founders and the senior people of Human Rights Commission of Pakistan. I was a young journalist, but I was interested in human rights issues. So the bonded labor, the bhatta mazdoor ke saath jo unka kaam tha, so I was very involved in that, and that was a big influence, watching her interact and her stance on that issue. Then being with her on the Human Rights Commission of Pakistan Council, because she got me onto that. She said कि नहीं, you have to run for council. मेरा हाथ पकड़ पकड़ के मुझे लोगों से मिलवाती थी कि this is Beena and she's going to run for the council and please vote for her. तो आसमा की ये जो थी ना स्टाइल कि एक मुश्तरका कलेक्टिव फैसला भी होता था, but she would go and she would talk to people personally. When she wanted something, she would talk to people personally and convince them that this is what we need to do. So then, because of being on the council, sitting as a very junior person with so many exalted people, and listening, the level of debate and discussion was so high in the council. And I learned so much in that. And then I learned so much from the fact findings that I did with the HRCP. Blasphemy के जो issues होने लगे 93 में जब पहला blasphemy का murder हुआ नेमत अहमर का. So I went on a lot of fact-finding missions, blasphemy ke cases mein, and we found that every single case of blasphemy that we investigated, like we would go to the villages, we would go to the mohalla jahan pe hua, we would talk to different people, and we would come up with our own independent report about it. And a lot of the times I wrote those reports as a volunteer.
मगर आपको कभी ऐसा महसूस हुआ कि वो जो circumstances थे उसकी वजह से वो कभी उनको ये खौफ हुआ हो कि पाकिस्तान छोड़ दें? Yeah, it's not a safe place for her.
She was always a very nidar kind of a person. So there was no, and she never considered, she was such a Lahori also, but she wasn't just a Lahori, like Rahman Saab said in his tribute at the Karachi Literature Festival, and I salute Rahman Saab for, kitna dil gurda hai ki the day that he heard and he was there in Karachi at the Literature Festival, and to stand in front of those people और उसमें जाके और सबके साथ ताज़ियत उन्होंने जिस तरह से की, तो it's just, but कहीं भी जाती थी वो पाकिस्तान में, तो nobody ever thought of her as a Punjabi, but she was, and her nana Maulana Salahuddin, he was a very well known intellectual. So she
Was she religious herself?
She was not irreligious. Like, she had respect for religion. She never made fun of religion.
A lot of people are like, it is sad. It is very sad actually when like somebody like me who doesn't know her personally, I probably don't know about her struggles and all her journey. But when you look at social media, so today लोग दो ग्रुप्स में बटे हुए हैं पाकिस्तान के स्पेशली। एक जो बहुत लेफ्टिस्ट हैं, दे आर ऑफ कोर्स वेरी सैड अबाउट इट। इवन इंडिया में बहुत सारे लोग जो है वो दुखी हैं। मगर दूसरी तरफ इट इज़ सो अनफॉर्चुनेट कि हमारे अपने मुल्क के लोग they are just calling her because she was not religious enough, or she was making fun of religion, or she was so
She never
pro
made fun of
India
religious. She
and she
never,
was so against Pakistan, which is
never,
sad.
never. But it is so not
It's
true.
so
It is,
sad.
but it's so, it's such a, and I think ये सारा जो हुआ है, you know, there was always propaganda against her. But I think it became worse when those 24/7 TV channels started and then social media started, because people from the other side, the establishment, the security establishment, that didn't like her because her idea of security was not just कि आप armies लेके borders पे बैठे हैं, but it was about, you know, it's about real security, security of life, of freedom of thought, of, you know, that sort of thing. So she never, I never heard her ever make fun of any religion, any religion. I never heard, she would make fun, she may make fun of people in power, or people who misuse religion, or people who misuse those things. Magar she was not like adhan hoti thi, she would stop speaking, she would cover her head. मैं एहतराम कहीं भी जाती थी तो वाई एल्स मैं उनके साथ गई हूँ गांव में जहाँ पे इतनी कंजर्वेटिव मतलब जेंडर सेग्रीगेशन एंड ऑल जहाँ जहाँ होती है, इवन इन विलेजेस एंड जो छोटे छोटे कस्बे एंड ऑल दैट, एंड द वे दैट पीपल वुड कम टू हर एंड द वुमेन एंड आसमा की एक और बात थी कि the way that she cared for, the way that she respected people, she never.
अच्छा, एक तो बहुत सारे लोग उनको ये इल्ज़ाम दे रहे हैं कि शी वॉज नॉट पेट्रियाटिक इनफ, और मे बी शी वॉज फंडेड बाय इंडिया और यूएस और CIA के एजेंट. What is your take on that?
Those are such ridiculous allegations कि उनका जवाब देना is like to give them an importance that I don't think they deserve. This is just propaganda by people who feel insecure because of, I mean, Asma, if patriotism is love for the people and love for the land, तो Asma से ज़्यादा patriotic कोई नहीं था. And if love and if patriotism is wanting the best for the people and for the land, that you know, that peace and harmony can provide, so I don't think that is unpatriotic. And I think जो लोग उनको ये कहते हैं कि she is not patriotic or she was funded by RAW or CIA, तो खैर जहाँ से उनकी फंडिंग आती है और जहाँ से जो उनके एजेंडाज हैं, so then that is really their problem.
If she was alive, you think she would have cared for state funeral?
Asma never cared for किसी की, ना उनको किसी ओहदे की फिक्र थी. She would, you know, she would laugh at all that. And by the way, she was a great mimic, and she had a great sense of humor, and she was very witty, and she was so much fun. She was so much fun to be with. But state funerals and all is irrelevant for her. मगर अगर पाकिस्तान उनको देता है इस तरह के ऑनर, स्टेट फ्यूनरल हो या उनके नाम पे स्टैम्प इशू करें या कोई सुप्रीम कोर्ट की बिल्डिंग कोई उनके नाम पे कर दी जाए, she couldn't care less about that. उनको कोई फ़र्क नहीं पड़ता है, ना उनके ओहदे को ना उनके रुतबे को कोई फ़र्क पड़ता है कि उनके लिए ये सब किया जाए या ना किया जाए.
पर इंस्पिरेशन होगी ना.
Yes, and if the state does that, it shows that Pakistan is moving in a right direction, in a direction that upholds you know, human dignity, human rights, and all the values that Asma stands for.
Okay, आखिर मेरा जो आपसे सवाल है, do you think there's anybody who can be a replacement for Asma?
I think people have said this before, and I will agree. I think there was only one Asma Jahangir. I think I don't think that void can be filled, the vacuum that she has left, because she was, हालांकि इतने छोटे कद की थी, छोटी सी मतलब कि she was a tiny woman, but she was such a giant, and she lives behind a void that really can't be filled. But she knew the importance of community, and she knew the importance of taking people along. कि लीडरशिप ये नहीं होती कि आप अपने आप को ही बुलंद करते जाएं. जब उनको अवार्ड्स मिलते थे तो वो अपने साथ के लोगों को ऑनर करती थी और एक्नॉलेज करती थी, और जो उनको रकम मिलती थी किसी अवार्ड की तो वो उन कॉजेज़ में डालती थी, अपनी ज़ात के लिए वो नहीं रखती थी वो पैसे। और जब भी वो ह्यूमन राइट्स कमीशन के लिए कहीं भी उनका आना जाना होता था, वो अपना टिकट के पैसे वो खुद देती थी, बाय द वे। शी
इंडिया हुकूमत या अमेरिकी हुकूमत उनको स्पॉन्सर नहीं
नो नो
करते
नो
थे।
नो, शी वाज यूएन, ये बहुत बड़ा ऑनर है पाकिस्तान के लिए कि शी वाज द UN rapporteur for human rights. She's been the UN rapporteur for so many different things, for last for Iran, for religious freedom. And जब वो गई थी इंडिया, एंड दे इन लोगों ने वो की तस्वीर उछाली उनकी बाल ठाकरे के साथ और मोदी के साथ, नरेंद्र मोदी के साथ। तो आसमा ने कहा कि काश के वो मेरी तस्वीरें जो मैंने विक्टिम्स के साथ
Yeah.
थी वो भी वो तस्वीरें उछालते, लेकिन
Very
ऑब्वियसली
unfortunate.
वो तो नहीं करते ना, वो तो
Yeah.
उनके एजेंडा में नहीं था। ना उन्होंने वो रिपोर्ट पढ़ी जो आसमा ने लिखी आफ्टर दोज मीटिंग्स, and they made an issue of the fact that तस्वीर उनकी आई, she is meeting, as a UN rapporteur, she had to meet those people, and she was not there as a human rights activist or as a representative of Pakistan. She was there as a human rights rapporteur, जो कि उसका अपना एक वो है। So she did her job. She was a professional. She was a great lawyer, and she was a great UN rapporteur. एंड उसकी वजह से पाकिस्तान का नाम उन्होंने दुनिया में बुलंद किया। तो इट्स जस्ट टू बैड कि पाकिस्तान में ही लोग उनको नीचे घसीटने की कोशिश करते हैं और गलत इल्ज़ाम, झूठे इल्ज़ाम लगाते हैं। बट रियली, लाइक आई सेड, दैट्स देयर प्रॉब्लम, और उनके ये करने से आसमा का कोई कमी नहीं आती।
She's beyond all this.
above and beyond.
Yeah.
And she didn't give a damn about any of this.
Yeah. We'll conclude our conversation here with the hope that her legacy, somebody, as you mentioned, there are many people who can continue that, and we are hopeful. You think?
Well, when I talked to after her passing, जिससे मैंने बात की है उनकी फैमिली और फ्रेंड्स में, इनिशियल जो है अफसोस के इजहार के बाद, दुख के इजहार के बाद, सब जो है एक दूसरे को यही तसल्ली दे रहे हैं और यही सॉलिडारिटी और मतलब स्ट्रेंथ एक दूसरे को ये दे रहे हैं कि आसमा का जो काम है हम जारी रखेंगे, आसमा का जो मिशन है और कॉज है वो जारी रहेगा, और हम ना पीछे हटेंगे ना रुकेंगे, और ना ही हम जो है ये इस काम को रोकेंगे। सो she lives on through her work and her legacy and her inspiration, which I think is there forever for everybody.
Thank you so much for your time, Beena.